All right, so let's get into video creation. What kind of videos might you want to create? Now, I kind of did this a little bit in a vacuum, but I'm sure you guys will have a lot of other ideas about different videos you might want to make for your organization. Gala video is probably, you know, the 1,100-pound gorilla. That's what everyone wants to help with their fundraising efforts at their fundraising events. You could have a commercial. You just saw a commercial from Girls Inc., obviously a national nonprofit. Testimonials from those that you help. Testimonials from those that help you do what you do. We've certainly done these and seen these. If you have an event, promoting that event through video. I don't know, did anyone see the video I made promoting this event? Anyone? Okay, a couple people, cool. So you could be creating video content, promote your event, sharing it on social media. You could also be capturing video content at your events. Year-end campaigns, you can include video as a component to that. Sponsorship, if you're looking for the private sector to support your organization, you might want to have a pitch or a presentation that's in video format. Really get them to see what you're doing in the community, how you're actually physically helping people. Staff video, if you want to do something a little bit more on the social media side, shooting videos, you know, whether it's Giving Tuesday or whatever your event is, people stuffing bags or bringing things into the community. Shooting some kind of organic or authentic video content might be a great option for your organization. Recruitment, if you're looking to grow your board or you're looking to hire you know, executive director for your organization, a video that tells your story in a powerful way might be a great tool. Promotional videos. I'm going to talk about some tools that are in the marketplace to help you make promo videos. Social media videos. Any kind of video you want to share through social media. We could talk for an hour about that specifically. And educational videos. If you're doing something of an educational nature, and you want to capture that and share that with your community beyond a physical event, like we're here today, I'm helping whatever 25, 30 people in this room, but we're filming it so we can turn that into content that we can share to a greater audience. You could be doing that exact same thing. Now, some things you need to think about before you start creating a video. Now, I'm very much, as you heard kind of as a theme so far, I'm very much about strategy. You don't want to create content just to create content. You want to have intent, you want to have purpose, you want to know what message you want to say and what you want as an outcome for it. So I'm just going to give you some thoughts here, and I have actually a document I'll share in a minute that has some of these questions on it and some other information that will help you as kind of a little checklist to help you with creating content. But why are you creating the content in the first place? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to just educate people? Are you trying to connect with them? Are you trying to inspire your audience? Are you trying to fundraise specifically? You really want to have clarity on why you're doing the video in the first place. You also want to know what audience are you trying to connect with. You don't want to necessarily create one piece of content and share that with donors, that you know, people who you want to donate to those that are maybe your staff. Everyone has a different slant, and you want to make sure that the message that you're saying is in alignment with the audience that is receiving it. What are the concerns? What are the issues that you want to bring up to those people? What do you want to engage them about? More importantly, what is the story you want to tell, and who's the best person to tell that story? Should that come from kind of the foundation themselves or the nonprofit themselves, or should it come from a donor, or should it come from someone who's receiving the services? Who's the best to tell that story? And what do you want to have happen at the end? You always want to have something, whether it's I want to get likes on Facebook, I want people to subscribe to our YouTube channel, I want people to donate. You want to have some intentionality to that video and make sure it's clear what you want them to do. If you don't tell someone what you want them to do in a video, they will do nothing. They could potentially get lost on YouTube and watch a bunch of other videos. So you want to have a very clear call to action. And then you want to identify what is the best way to create this content. Are you going to do it in-house? Are you going to maybe bring in someone kind of a junior level person to do this? You're going to hire a professional to do this? These are the things that you really want to have clarity on as you're moving into creating video content. So the options when creating video. So there are three. You could do it yourself, and I'm going to be showing you ways of creating video content yourself today. This is obviously going to be free in most cases. The production quality is probably not going to be the highest level, and the storytelling is probably not going to be as strong as you would from a professional video production company. The next option is kind of an in-between. You can, maybe one of your donor's spouse does video on the side, or they do photography, or they have some basic experience, or they have a child that's in film school, or whatever it may be. You can hire someone with a little bit of knowledge. improve the quality of your content. You'll still have a little bit of a challenge in the storytelling, but at least you can kind of amp up the quality of the content. And the final option is to hire a professional. And we'll talk about when this is appropriate. You're going to get, obviously this is going to be the most expensive for your organization, but this is also going to be the strongest content. It's going to have the most powerful messaging possible because this is what they do for a living. One of the things that we've done, I mentioned a little bit earlier, is the remote video technology allows us to give that same professional type of content to our clients right now without the investment of sending a film crew on location. So there are some different options. If you have questions about that, you always can see me after the workshop. So what I've done here is I've highlighted from that list I shared with you earlier some of the ones that I think are more appropriate for things you could potentially be doing yourself or with someone who's not a professional. I think there are certain places, you want to decide, what content you're sharing, who's going to be seeing that content, and where they're seeing it is going to determine, what you choose in terms of how much you're going to be investing in the content. But I want you to start someplace, so I want you to start creating content for yourselves that's free and just kind of get in there and learn what learn the process, because it is a bit of a process getting comfortable if you're going to be on camera. I know a lot of us are afraid to be in front of the camera, including myself. But the more you do it, the more comfortable you get with it. Before you start creating videos yourself, a couple things. You want to identify who it is on your team that is going to be creating this video content. So you want to see what resources you have available to you that is going to be able to support this effort. You also want to get a sense of what equipment you have. Do you have smartphones? Most of us obviously have smartphones. Do you have access to a digital SLR? Do you have audio equipment, lights, etc.? You really want to have an understanding of what your abilities are. And you might want to invest in some training in that individual, whether they get some free resources on YouTube, whether they reach out to a professional like ourselves and get some coaching and mentoring. You definitely want to, set yourself up for success is my point.